I know you have questions, and we'll get to them. I have an important mission. But you're just not ready. It's too dangerous. I can't in good conscience send you on it. You need to get better gear, and sadly, better real-world training than we provided in the vault. Go to Flatwoods. The Responders had a volunteer program that I know I found helpful. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I grew up here. My parents used to live just down the hill. If there's one neighborhood I'm rebuilding first, it's this one. I wish the Responders had survived. They sound like courageous people. Sadly, all wiped out. But they automated some of their basic survival training. Just go to the church in Flatwoods, and their programs will take it from there. Pretty hypocritical for me, of all people, to take off on my own, huh? Oh. At first, I was just racing ahead, hoping that if there was any trouble, I'd hit it first. And then there were the nukes, the scorched plague. Seeing my old neighborhood bombed to pieces, I needed time. Yes, it did. But we have to look to our future. America is our mission now. I hope they helped. Well, remember, it's not a scavenger hunt. I put them in place to help you on your way, even when I can't be there personally. Stay careful out there. Together we've made Appalachia safer. But she still has fangs.
Are you here for the responder training? That's a really insensitive thing to say. Those people risk their lives every day to help people survive. I think they were incredibly noble. And yes, as far as anyone knows, they were all killed when the Scorched attacked their base at Morgantown Airport. But that death wasn't a failure. It was a sacrifice, and a really heroic one if you ask me. They could have run, but they didn't. I guess you must not have been around when the Responders were here, or you'd know all of this. Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76? To be honest, you really don't have the look and feel of someone who spent their life out here in the wilds. The other people I've met from Vault 76 seemed a little more... how to put it, wide-eyed, inexperienced, still figuring things out, you know? They also tend to look healthier, more well-fed, and their skin's not so rough and calloused. Go right ahead. Me? There's not much to tell, really. I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice, but eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I've never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the Responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story. Okay, what is it? I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really comfortable and pretty durable, too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the Responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important. Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The New River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots. No problem.
Can't say I would have guessed some... Well, well. Another visitor to the Responder's graveyard. You must be pretty good to have gotten past all those mutants out there. Come to pay your respects to the fallen? Name's Dontrell. Dontrell Haynes. I got a brother around here, somewhere. Or maybe somewhere else. All I know, he was one of these responders. Came to check on him. Was a few years too late, looks like. Now, I'm just marking time while the cancer eats me up from inside. In the end, none of us can escape our fate. We'll all be food for the worms. Pretty sure. Can't get a hospital visit to check. But I was a medic in the army once, so I know a thing or two about it. Gotta figure it's the radiation. Plenty of that's still around. It's just as well. My time is coming, and I made peace with it. Anyway, guess you've listened to me ramble on long enough by now. What can this old man do for you? For we brought nothing into this world, and we can take nothing out of it. I believe that's 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. The good book has brought me comfort these past few years. Maybe I can give you something that'll do the same. This is supposed to help with radiation. Won't do me much good now. So here, you take it. Marcus, 5 years younger than me. Star running back in high school. And handsome, too. Had all the ladies chasing him. He followed me into the army, became an MP. Then got out and moved to Morgantown, signed up with the police. Back then, I was still living in Cincinnati. We'd talk on the radio. He tried to get me to come out here and join the Responders more than once. I do miss him. Well, I don't figure it matters much how dangerous this place is. If one of those mutants don't get me, cancer will. But I guess what keeps me here is just knowing this is where my brother died. Call me a superstitious old fool, but I don't want my spirit to have to walk too far to find his. I know it's a ruined wasteland, filled with 100 things that want to eat you. It's better this way. Less noise, less fuss, just echoes. In time, nature takes it all back. One day, nobody will know there was ever a city here. In the short term, well, you got the train station with the robot who can sell you supplies. And south of that, the train yard might be good for salvage. And of course, Morgantown's just across the river. Probably lots of useful stuff over there, if you can survive. There used to be cops, firefighters, medics. Marcus always made them sound like good folk. They looked after other people as best they could. This was their base, as far as I could tell. They got overrun by those things out in the halls. Found a few bodies in here and set up a little memorial. There was a lady named Chavez. Got a holotape she made on that map table. Last words by the sound of it. I ain't been here that long, so that's about all I know. Time's all I got left. but I don't mind sharing it. You be safe out there.
Want to talk for a bit? Are you here to become a fire breather too? That's exactly why they need more members. With people like you and me in their ranks, the Scorch won't stand a chance. Wow! You want to get to know me? My name is Tiffany, and I'm trying to become the greatest fire breather that Appalachia has ever seen. It is my sworn duty in life to try and stop the Scorched invasion from taking over the world, or at least Appalachia. Oh boy, am I glad you asked. I love talking about the fire breathers. They're only the most elite team of responders out there, dedicated to saving Appalachia from the dreaded Scorch. They all gave their lives fighting against the Scorch, bless their souls. If only they had access to the vaccine that we do now. The best way to pay respects is to continue their mission and keep fighting those Scorched. Whatever you need to know, I'll try my best to answer. Well, I absolutely crushed the fitness exam. I guess it's easy to move quickly when you're running for your life. However, I've been having a really tough time with the knowledge exam. The questions on there are really hard. If only there was some sort of study guide. That's very kind of you to offer, but really, I can't accept. Cheating is wrong and will do me no good. I don't want to be out on the field taking on the Scorch without proper knowledge. The best way for me to be prepared is to do it all on my own. Any day now, though, you'll be calling me Tiffany the Fire Breather Brantley. Oh, you should take this, though. It won't be doing me any good while I'm stuck in here studying. No worries, friend. Let me know if you need anything else. Seriously, anything at all.
It's time. You're ready. Ready to learn about the mission. But first, I have to ask, did you finish the inoculation against the Scorched Plague? Please, it's vitally important. The bar owner? Wasn't easy hauling them all the way to AVR Medical, and boy, do they love talking. I've got some plans to make this whole thing easier, but we need to get you taken care of first. So, did you finish it? The inoculation? I know. Believe me, I know. But we can't focus on what other people could have done. We have to focus on us, our future. Good, because we're gonna need a lot more of it. Have you been to the mountains lately? It's not just us anymore. People from outside Appalachia are coming in. I snuck around two of the larger groups and saw them both building. Walls, housing, defensive positions. They're coming to stay. Each and every one of them is walking into a medical crisis they don't even know about. I knew I could count on you. I'll work on finding a way to make enough of the inoculation for everyone. You just get them all to agree. We can't rely on that old hospital holding out indefinitely. There's only one machine. It's a dangerous location. The list goes on. Judging by the architecture, the ones to the north are the old Raider pals that crazy robot Rose keeps going on about. You might, need to talk to her about them. See if she can arrange a meeting or whatever their word is for "we need to talk, don't shoot us." The ones to the south look more like a caravan of families, but who knows what they've been through. Don't let your guard down around either of them. Do you think I like sending you into harm's way? I don't. But we have to lean on each other. I need you, all of you, to do your part. Anyway, I'm sure you must have other questions. We can talk about them now if you want. Or if you're ready to head out, just be careful out there.
Well, this is a little awkward. You're from one of the local vaults, right? Hope you don't mind us settling in your neighborhood, 'cause we're already kinda here. And if you want to kick us out, then the answer's no. If the walls weren't already kind of a statement to that effect. Here and there, this way and that. You understand what I'm saying. There'll be time for swapping stories when the job here is done. But let's just say we like building things. There's a security to it, you know? Foundation's just the start. Yeah? We'll be doing the same. Inoculated? This some kind of a scare tactic? You mean those crazies with the torch skin? Those aren't just burn victims? You're saying it's from a disease? Thanks for the warning, but, you know, if I was a local on a campaign to keep people out of my neighborhood, I might say a few things too. I'll tell you what. One of my own is a doctor, Aubrey. I sent him ahead to start up an observation camp, get the lay of things. You talk to him about this. If he's convinced, then I'm convinced too. Deal? South of here. Aubrey and a few hunters. About 5 people. Assuming he agrees with you about this disease, then we'll hear you out.
That! You with those things? Huh? Answer me! Is that what they're called? You a local? No offense, but your neighborhood is seriously messed up. They hit us out of nowhere. Screams, gunshots, the sound of Kip getting his head caved in. God, I don't know how long I've been here. I guess I was just hoping it was all a nightmare, you know? Wait. You're saying a disease made those things? What's a transmission? Airborne? Direct contact? They never touch me, I swear. You're a doctor. I had a practice in Pennsylvania before all this. I don't have any abrasions. Cleaned all the exposed skin with whatever disinfectant I could find. one piece of good news. Thanks. I'll let Paige know what happened. That's one hell of a disease you got here.
What did Aubrey have to say about this disease you keep talking about? Damn it. Looks like I'll be paying a few families a visit soon. All right. If Aubrey's behind you, so am I. I'll get the details from him when he gets back. If you need to resupply, you should give Sonny a visit. Hell, after that ordeal, if you see a free bed in the boarding house, rest up. For now, you just hold up your end of the deal and get us that inoculation.